Today's presentation topic is General Adversarial Network Learning through Adversarial Training. Today's presentation is submitted to Fahiba Farhin Ma'am, Assistant Professor, Daffodil International University, presented by 65M Group E, Daffodil International University. Here is our team member, and here. Hello everyone, this is me, Rifa Sanjita Rimu, ID 232151330. Firstly, I would like to thank to our Honorable Ma'am. Today's presentation topic is GAN. Now I will be discuss about introduction. Artificial intelligence refers to the system that can perform tasks like human intelligence, like learning and decision making. A major part of AI is machine learning, where system can learn patterns from data. Two main types of models are discriminative model and general models. Discriminative model which create data which can detect spam emails, and generative model where create data like text and images. Today we will focus on powerful generative model called GAN. What is GAN? GAN stands for Generative Adversarial Network. It consists of two neural networks working together. The generator, which create fake data, and the discriminator, which detect the data is fake or real. They are trained together at the same time in a competitive way. The generator tries to fool discriminator, where the discriminator tries not to be fooled. The main goal is to generate data that looks real, that is difficult to distinguish from actual data. It's like a game between a fogger and a detector. History of GAN. In 2014, models like VAEs are used for generate data, but results are not very realistic. In 2014, Learn Godfellow introduced GAN, which changed the field by adversarial training. In 2015 and 2018, GAN are improved. DC GAN and Cycle GAN made more stable training and generate more realistic images, but in 2019 they are more improved and generate more realistic picture and data. Overall, we can say that the GAN revolution how machine used actual data in their system. Now I want to call my next partner to continue the presentation.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. I'm Janabul Fidas. My student ID is 232156889. So for my today's presentation topic, I will talk about the type of general adversarial network, which is also known as GAN. For the first part, I will talk about the DC GAN, which is stand for deep conversarial GAN, or deep conversarial general adversarial network. For the second part, conditional GAN or CGAN. For the third type, I am to talk about cycle GAN, which is used for image-to-image translation. For the fourth and the final part of this type is style GAN, which is used for high-quality face generation image classification types. For the second part of my presentation, I am to talk about the GAN architecture. A GAN architecture has two types, which is generator and discriminator. The generator creates fake data from random noise, which is the input of the architecture, and the discriminator used because of check the data is fake or real. Finally, it gives the result showing how real the data is. So that's how the architecture of GAN is worked. For the third part, I will talk about the earning principle of GAN. GAN works step by step. First, we take random noise. Then the generator creates fake data, which is used for the determination or discrimination part. The discriminator check the real and fake data. Then lastly, we check if the calculation of error and how much the error occurs, and what percentage we use what percentage we get for the error. By calculating the error, both parts work improve partly. The generator and the discriminator work repeatedly for a quite a time. At a time, the fake data look real, and that's how the GAN is work. The next part is presented by my next.
everyone, this is me, Rifa Sanchita Ovi. Last three digit of my ID is 03. Now I'll discuss about the adversarial training process. Gen has two neural networks that compete with each other. First, generator and discriminator. Generator tries to create new data and discriminator tries to detect whether data is real or fake. In the scenario, we see that first we start a random noise vector, then it just a random number. Then generator take the input and produce the fake image. The real data set comes from the training data. Then discriminator receive both real and fake data and decide is it the data is real or fake. After that, the discriminator training, if it makes mistake, it learn to improve, and generator learning, it tries to fool the discriminator. Now, the comparison with traditional and single model. Gen has created new data. It works mostly unsupervised, and it has choose two model, generator and discriminator. Traditional model. It created output from input and it works supervised. It uses one single model. Autoencoder. An autoencoder is the type of neural network that tries to reconstruct its input as output. Like you give an image, the autoencoder compresses the image and then it tries to rebuild the same image. And last, the variational autoencoder. It is an advanced autoencoder and it does not copy the data. It can also generate new data. Lastly, loss function in Gen. In generate adversarial network, the loss function defines how good or bad the model works. In discriminator, it maximizes the model. It correctly identifies the real or fake data. Here we see the law. Here the probability of d of x equal 1 when the real data is real, and the probability of g of z is 0 when fake is real. And generator, it tries to minimize the data, like fake data look more real. It the probability of g of x equal to 1, then fake data like more real. Thank you everyone.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to my presentation. Myself Shamin Akhtar Jami. My ID is 2321530. Today I will present about GAN, Generative Adversarial Network. First, let's look at the application. GAN is widely used in image generation where it can create realistic images like human faces and landscape. It is also used in deepfake and video synthesis, which can modify or generate videos. Another important use is super resolution imaging, where low quality images are converted into high quality images. GAN also helps in data augmentation, meaning it creates extra data to improve machine learning models. Finally, GAN is used in medical imaging and drug discovery, supporting research and analysis. Now, the advantage and disadvantages. One major advantage is that GN can produce highly realistic outputs. It also does not need level data, which makes it more flexible. GN has a powerful architecture and can be used in many different fields. However, there are some disadvantages. Training GN is unstable and difficult. It can face mode collapse, where it produces limited types of results. It also sensitive to parameters and requires high computational power. Lastly, I will talk about the limitations and challenges of GAN. GAN suffers from training instability, making it difficult to get good results. It may experience mode collapse, reducing output diversity. GAN is very sensitive to parameters, so small changes can affect performance. Also, there are no clear evaluation metrics, so it is hard to measure how good the model is. Another limitation is that GAN requires a lot of data to train effectively, and there is also a risk of overfitting, where that model only learns training data and fails on new data. Thank you. That's all of my sides. Now I would like to invite my next team member.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my presentation. This is Faisal Mahmoud Fahim. My ID last three digit is 334. As my previous team member discussed about introduction, what is GAN, application, challenge, etc. Now today I will present recently development and future of GAN. Let's go to the slide. Recently development of GAN. Recently researchers focus on improving GAN in several areas. Here we can see some area. Firstly, improving training stability and reduce node collapse. Secondly, combine GAN with diffusion model for better quality. This is an hybrid model to improve image. Thirdly, more controllable and conditional generation. Generate specific output according to input. Fourth, stronger architecture like style GAN, improvement and Giga GAN. Those models produce high resolution and realistic image. Finally, maintaining advantage in speed and efficiency. GAN are still faster than any other generative model. Now I will talk about future of GAN. Firstly, iteration with diffusion and hybrid model. Future system will combine GAN speed with diffusion model. Secondly, more stable and simple training. Researchers aim to reduce complexity of GAN, better controllability and personalization. User will more precision control and generated content. Fourth, real-time generation application. GAN will be used widely gaming, AR, VR, video editing, etc. In conclusion, GAN have revolution generative model. They are based on adversarial learning principle, where two networks learn together. Although GAN are powerful but complex, they remain an active research area. They are a key technology in AI in evolution and will contain an important role in the future. That's all of my side. Thank you.